Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Claudia and I make self-improvement content. So first off, look at the sun is glowing. I feel nice, I feel good. I mean, okay, I'm kind of sick, so if you hear some weirdness in my voice, that is really the reason. Without further ado, in this video I am going to talk to you about type of people to avoid or toxic friends. So I'm making this content because many people might be around people that they don't know, might not have their best interest at heart, and this is really not personal in my opinion. I don't take things personally. I really don't care. I mean, I do care, but I really don't, because as long as you remember that how someone acts and what they do is a reflection of how they are as a person and what situation they're going through or their mental headspace in that moment, that is something that makes you live at peace with yourself and realize that it's really not that deep. That is mainly a reflection of someone else and not of you. That's not your worth. That is their own issue, and so on. So many reasons why people might be in a situation like this might be because they grew up in a household that maybe made them accept things that they shouldn't really accept and showed them a wrong perception of things. Unfortunately, not everyone has the grace and fortune and the luck of being in a household or place where they were shown the good example of love, care and friendship. Other times you might just come across paths with people that don't really know how to care for people like they should do, if that makes sense, or people that might have secondary or tertiary interest and so on. But it is up to you to be really discerning and know from early on that, okay, this is what I'm dealing with, this is not what I'm going to deal with, and this is something I'm going to run away from, because you know, I am not going to be your therapist, you know, because if you need therapy, you'll go through therapy and take care of yourself, but you won't be hurt and try to hurt me, and then now both of us need to seek help, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if this is something that you really care, this is something that resonates with you, please continue watching this video, like, subscribe, comment and all that nice. So the first type of friend that you should avoid would be the person who makes only surface level communication. I personally hate small talk. I hate small talk. A conversation needs to make me feel better. So sometimes even just energetically, like, you can feel genuinity in some conversation and interaction with someone. These type of people, usually they want to know more and more about you, your life, what you're doing and what your next move is, and they try to be calculated around those things. So it's not that talking to you not because they truly care. It's either they're bored, they want company, they want attention, or they want to study you. So it's not really, you know. And sometimes these type of friendships makes you feel that there is a sort of connection while there is actually no connection present. So if they turn around the next day and move differently or make certain decisions that might not be taking your well-being and your happiness and whatever of yours into consideration, then you'll be surprised. But in the end of the day, they were just keeping things on surface level on purpose to benefit themselves, even though that would be potentially at your own expense. Second type of friend to avoid would be the yes person. So anything you suggest, that 100% yes, that's a brilliant idea, like, even though maybe sometimes you might not be completely happy or convinced about a certain decision you're about to make, but they somehow, in their eyes, whatever that you want to do is perfect, is okay, is, you know, what will happen is that you will carry the weight of the friendship on your shoulders because they are not involved in any form of decision making. And if you make any decision that might not be as accurate or benefit them along the line or whatever, because in the end of the day, you are human and anything can potentially happen, they will end up resenting you. But then they put that power in your hands and put you on healthy pedestal to start with. So just be really careful, because at the start it might feel nice, it might feel that this person absolutely loves you for who you are, blah 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 blah, and only in the matter of time you will see that things start unraveling and you start being surprised. But don't be, because there were signs there earlier. Okay, this one is one of my least favorite, and that is a friend that only gets in touch with you out of convenience and make up time for you because they actually care or need you. So you might find yourself having a friend that only contacts you when they need something from you. They want homework, they want notes, they want advice, they want relationship support, they want you to be there when they're feeling low, they want all of that, but they will never pick up the phone and check up on you like, hi girl, how you doing? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to this? Do you want to that? They never say hi, they never check up. And if you message them, they might not even answer, or the only time that they will partake in a conversation will be when it's about them or when they need something. That is really draining energetically, physically, and emotionally. So yeah, this type of people don't have your best interest at heart, and sometimes they might not be even aware of what they're doing actually. So some people might see this type of friend as a friend that likes to, trauma dump or overly unlucky. I don't know. Either way, whatever description is best for you to remember, just pick it. But basically, yeah, if you have a friend that is always like, everything is always going downhill, something wrong is always going on in their life, and you ask yourself why. There are many cases where someone can't really control what is going on in their lives, and that is, no one should be blamed for that. But there are some people that when they're always complaining, you start asking yourself, what decisions has this person made that has always resulted into a negative result? What have they always done that has always led to them being the person who was always hurt? What decisions have they? Just have a look at why this is happening and be wary of that. And sometimes being alongside people who are always in a negative headspace or always negative will unfortunately drag you towards negativity. Energy is really highly contagious, whether you like it or not, whether or not you will admit that energy, you can get influenced by someone else's energy. You are who you spend up time with. So if you have someone who is constantly negative and constantly having bad stories of bad things happening to them, that is a serious red flag. It is just a matter of time before that becomes your actual story as well, and then that's a contagious, never-ending cycle. And ask yourself, if you're hanging out with someone and at the end of the day you're feeling highly exhausted, like why are you feeling drained? Why are you tired? Did you do any physical labor? It is because you have been emotionally and energetically drained. I have been in some situations like this, and I never knew what was going on until it was too late. Not too late, but it was after, and I realized, oh, these people are actually taking all of my energy from me, and I didn't have any time or any energy for myself. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. Just listen to your body. Your body will tell you everything that you need to know. Your mind, your energy will tell you, okay, is this good situation to be in? Is this a safe headspace to be in? If these things don't align, if there is a question mark in any of these things, that is your answer, and start walking the opposite direction. Okay, I don't know what number this is, but another type of person you should avoid at all costs would be someone who is non-confrontational. Hear me out. People who say that they're non-confrontational, people who are seen to be non-confrontational, tend to be seen as peacemakers or people who are peaceful. I respectfully disagree, because in my eyes, and in the eyes of quite a few people, because quite a few people have had similar experiences with these type of people that I'm talking about, they don't have the ability to communicate their own issues, but they expect you to understand what is going on in their head. You know what I mean? And when things go sideways, instead of talking to you about what is going on, they feel more comfortable to talk to it about other people. Doesn't make, like, they talk about their own issues or their issues that they might have with you with other people than talking about it with you. That is a problem. And most of the times, these type of people probably grew up in a place that maybe did not give them the space that they needed and deserved to feel safe enough to express how they felt. Or maybe when they did try to express themselves, they were shut down and treated badly because of it. But are you the person who needs to carry their own weight? No. And if you're constantly telling someone about an issue that, I don't know, if they always say that they don't want any issues, just be very wary. Okay, so this other type of friendship that you must avoid would be someone who is always involved in some sort of drama. So they're always part of it, they're always gossiping about it, they always know of it. That means in their circle, there always has to be someone or something affiliated with drama. And if there is not, it will just be a matter of time before they become the center or part of the drama. The ways to identify this will be simply by, let's say, if you sat together in a setting, in a group setting, and you're having conversations, but the conversation is not just about, oh, what you doing, how you doing, just regular things, like normal things. It will be more about what someone else is doing, what they're doing, how they're them feel like it becomes literally blatant gossip and not a normal, genuine conversation, and the gossip becomes about no one else. You don't have to partake in the conversation, but once you decide to step out and leave that place because you're like, this is not in alignment with who I want to be, I am not proud to be involved with this type of setting and these type of conversations, it will be only a matter of time before they will start talking about you, and now you are the drama or the issue. I've been in situations where people who I thought were never ever involved in problems, after years they actually ended up exposing themselves to me of their involvement in serious drama that they weren't even meant to be part of to start with. So keep your eyes open, because honestly, I don't know what to say. Another friend to avoid is someone who has no loyalty. So you probably heard the saying of, oh, a friend to all is a friend to none. I hope I got that correct. So yes, that is the type of person I am talking about. You might be having an issue, you might be going to a challenge, you might be simply even expressing how sad you are about a situation or your frustration. You might be like, oh, this person has treated me in this way, they have been horrible to me, I don't know what to do, or whatever. You are expressing yourself. You may not be expecting them to pick any sides, but you see them as your friend and you are expressing how you feel, which is brilliant, because that is what friendships are for. But you might hear things along the lines, well, I don't want to get involved, well, they did not do anything to me, so I don't want problems. They do want problems. Yeah, because they don't have any loyalty towards you. They will, when things go downhill, they'll probably align or side with people that they once did not like to be against you if anything bad ever happens. So be wary of that. They are not loyal to anyone except for themselves, which is good, because we all should be loyal to ourselves, but they don't care if their loyalty or whatever will come at your own expense, even though you are currently there on. And in the end of the day, another thing is that this definitely makes you feel, and it does communicate to you, that these type of people don't value your friendship as much as you do. I mean, they don't value the friendship as much as you do, and they are not as emotionally invested as you are. I was talking to my sister about some situation, and I was asking her, like, if anything goes downhill, do you think this friend will care? Do you think they will be affected by any situation? And she literally gave me a rank of, Claudia, okay, this is the person who will be most affected, this is who will be least affected, this is where you are, blah, blah, blah. I was like, how does she know about that? She does not listen to all the conversations that I have with my friends. But as someone who is close to me and sees things from also from a third person, from an external perspective, that was really insightful. And what she said, she was perfectly correct. And I'm happy I had that conversation with her, because it also made me realize to not put too much or put more than I was already putting in a situation. So yeah, I just hope this video does not get me in trouble, because I know some people watch my videos and don't say anything. I kind of really did not want to mention this one, but since we're here, I might as well mention it, because what's the point of making this video if I'm not going to mention all the points that I've noticed and people have noticed and we all collectively have noticed or need to notice. So basically, this would be a friend who is a competitor or sees you as competition. Easy ways to see this is, let's say, if someone goes out of their way to date someone that you've dated, or talk to someone who you've already talked to, or dress how you dress, or work where you work, or study what you study, or try to get your same grades and so on, you know what I mean? Or let's say if you've gotten a promotion, they now need that promotion. If you are doing something because that's something that resonates with you, they now start, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is the type of friend that you need to run for the hills. One thing, they have put you in a pedestal. They've put you on a pedestal, they've glorified you, they've made you seem like this person, and two things happen. They'll resent you for it, because you make them see in themselves things that they don't have and now want. So they put themselves in a competition with you because they've put you on a pedestal and made you seem like you're a certain standard. So yeah. Second of all, if anything goes downhill, like the other friend that I mentioned, which was the yes man, I think. So just like the friend that says yes to everything, this person has put you on a pedestal. So therefore, if anything happens and you act like a human being, which you are, they will then demonize you and have no empathy for you because they did not see you as a realistic human-like figure. I don't know if I'm wording it even correctly, but I think you get the gist. You get what I'm trying to say right here. So yeah, be very wary of this type of people. As soon as you notice the signs of, oh, another thing, they want to know everything that you're doing, what conversations you're having, who you're talking to, what your plans are, and before you know it, they actually start doing those things before you actually put your hands into it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it will reach a point where they might come across things that they know that might interest you, but instead of communicating to you like, oh, by the way, girl, there is this recruitment going on, there's this job, there's this blah blah blah, you know, whatever, and they know that this might interest you, instead of telling you about it beforehand, what they will probably do is to secure their own position or whatever, like chase that, pursue that, and ideally get a result before telling you about it. Or they will actually maybe never tell you about it and you'll just be in the sidelines. So please run away, run for the hills again, unfortunately. But yeah, okay, so this is another friend that I think is very, very dangerous. That would be a friend that values male validation. As a girl, there is nothing else that I would ever want to be. Like, I love being a woman. This make guys liking you and stuff like that, it's cool, I get it, you know what I'm saying, but not at your own detriment and not at the detriment of your own friends. That's what I'm gonna say. And sometimes I get it, people can make mistakes, but if it's something that is repetitive, if someone can postpone their own success because of some male, my days. If it's a friend that will go ages without talking to you because of some man, if it's a friend that will only talk to you because of some man, a girl that will take down her education because of some man. Well, you get where I'm going with this. This is definitely not it. Like, in my group, in my team, in my friendships, you know what I'm saying, I only believe in winners and people who are driven, focus, tunnel vision, drive, resilience, not some man coming to distract you. I mean, I get it. If someone is serious, you actually can perceive it. But if someone has not acted accordingly, then that is simple sign that they're not meant to be in your life. And because of that, you need to walk away and walk towards your own destiny and purpose. Not put your life on hold and make everyone else around you to suffer because of that. Especially if it's repetitive and if you've communicated with your friend about it and they don't, I don't even know. Talking about this, next one is if you have a friend or someone who is always constantly complaining about situations, right? And they basically want your advice and they want you to be honest with them and talk to them and whatever, and you tell them what you might do if you were in their shoes, and they listen, but they will never actually follow through. But then they'll start complaining again. You are wasting my time and you need to leave. A friend who is always contacted for reasons like this, you can't tell that someone is only asking you things because they just want your attention, not because that they necessarily care about what you can offer, and not necessarily because they care enough to take any form of advice that you might be sharing with them, even regardless of how valuable it could potentially be. So yeah. Okay, another friend to avoid would be a friend that always downplays you, your achievements, your persona, or whatever. If you have an achievement, that is definitely something where to stand up, clap for you, and celebrate you for. And this friend is downplaying your achievements or making it seem like it's nothing, or comparing it to their own. They don't care about you, they don't like you, they are actually in secret competition with you, and they are actually resenting you for it. The friend to avoid would be someone who does not, how can I say, they want you to be insecure. That's the only way I can word it. So if you are someone who is known to be confident, to be put together, you like to present yourself in a certain way, you care about how you put yourself out, and you take time in that and take pride in that, and you have someone who questions you, that is not a good friend. You make them feel threatened that they are not putting that much work in themselves. But instead of putting that work in themselves, they make you feel like you're doing too much whilst they are not doing enough. There is never any such thing as doing too much. They might see things like that. Ways they can see this would be a subtle comment. It's like, you're too controlling, you're too this, you try to be too perfect. Or it can be simple little comments as such as like, why are you dressed like that? Where are you going dressed like that? Where are you going looking like that? And some people might say it not even knowing what the connotations of those words are. So that is up to you to realize two things. Distance yourself or tell them straight up, this is not something that I want to hear. I dress or I express myself how I find most appropriate because this is who I am, which is truly correct. And someone who respects you will step back and realize, oh, this person takes pride in this. Called me out because of blah, 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 blah. So I'll respect them because I care about them. And if that and they'll realize that if that makes them feel some type of way, that they need to work within and sort it out and so on. But if they don't, then they need to leave. Okay, I think this would be the last type of friend that I'll be talking about today, and that would be a friend that studies you. A friend that studies you. The reason I'm quiet about this because that is truly scary, because these type of people, they already have had an interest in you, but not in a genuine way. It's more of a cunning way, and it's something that the longer you let it progress, it slowly becomes something that triggers gets envy and jealousy to grow. And those things in a friendship are highly detrimental. And things people do because of envy and jealousy is insane. And these type of things are things that human beings in our nature, people don't admit ever to these type of things because it is frowned upon, that it is evil, it is spiteful, especially because the outcomes of these type of feelings are very, very bad. So yeah, be very wary of that. Be very wary of that. Okay guys, I think that is it for today. I might have another videos of this sort. If you want me to make any videos of this sort, especially because people really get kind of interested about these type of videos, just let me know. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and so on. Comment, like, subscribe, share, do all this nice stuff. I love your support. I love so much the support that you guys give me, and I wish you the best. And be very wary. Don't let sneaky people into your life. And if you have already let them into your life, it's never too late to push them away. Well, yeah, thank you so much guys for watching my video, and I wish that you have a wonderful day and week ahead. Bye.